Hi, my name is Miranda Arieh, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I found A Course in Miracles, or how it found me. So, I'd struggled my whole life with mental health problems. They got really severe at points where they became very incapacitating for me, and even leading to hospital stays. At 14 years old, I was sectioned under the Mental Health Act and lived in an adolescent psychiatric unit for 9 months. And went through some really difficult few years of experiencing trigger episodes, reactivity, emotional pain coming up, past pain resurfacing, trauma, all the things I'd been through in my conditioning. And it came to a stage about 20 years after that hospitalization where I became very unwell. I was laid up in bed. My friends had to ring an ambulance. They'd got me assessed by the mental health crisis team, and I'd got sent home, and I'd been laid up in bed for about a week. Just complete immense amounts of suffering coming up. Now, luckily, I'd already started on the spiritual path a few years before. I'd listened to a book called The Power of Now by a beautiful, beautiful man called Eckhart Tolle. And I'd listened to all his talks, all his books, and I'd started listening to authors like Deepak Chopra, Gabby Bernstein, Thich Nhat Hanh, and really wanting to heal, really wanting to heal. And all these authors, they're like referencing A Course in Miracles in pretty much all the books, I think, that I'd listened to. A Course in Miracles says, but I'd never really thought about doing A Course in Miracles. It was just something they were quoting and I was learning from them, which was beautiful anyway. And I got so much out of it, and still do, actually. But yeah, it got to a stage where I was laid up in bed and I'd been there for about a week, not being able to get up, not eating properly, completely dissociating. And, it got to a stage where I was just laying, looking out of the window. Complete this blockage. And one moment, I just woke up. It was very brief. It was very brief. I just woke up and was like, wow, all this stuff isn't me. How could all this stuff be me? And in that moment, I disattached the identity that I'd created for myself out of this past pain. Me with my PTSD, me with my anxiety, me with my trauma, me with my past, me in this bed. And I felt like I woke up for just a very brief amount of time. But it was time enough for me to grab my phone and order A Course in Miracles. I don't know why. No, I don't know why it suddenly called to me. I'd never even thought about doing the course. But I ordered it in that moment because I was like, I don't want to live with this suffering anymore. I don't want to. My true self, no. I don't want this suffering anymore. This is not my will. I will there be light, I later learned from the course. So yeah, I ordered it. Express delivery. That was essential. It was express. Express delivery. I was needing on that. And yeah, I got it through the post. Now, I've been on a really wonderful journey with the course. And I'm so in love with the teachings. And I became so moved by the teachings that I started to share the teachings. That's what I still do now. I'm still a student of the course. I'm always going to be a student of the course. I don't know what else I'd like to be a student of. These teachings are so powerful and so transformative. And I get so much joy out of them and so much knowledge and so much learning and so much reconnection to the true self that woke up in me that day. I've learned to shift my perspective, and I've learned that healing is not about getting something internal. So when we look for inner peace, for example, a very common thing to do is to try and seek salvation in other people, try and seek it in things, events, achievements, you know, and this is not the way we heal, because healing is not about acquiring anything. The Course teaches a lot about forgiveness, which to me is the complete essence of healing, because forgiveness is not about acquiring anything. It's not about asking for salvation from the external world. It teaches that my salvation comes from me. It cannot come from any of these things. And this is how we start the process of healing, because we start to give things away. Okay, so it's not about acquiring healing. We're talking about a process in which past pain can rise and we can bring presence to it. We don't identify it as part of who we are anymore. My past means nothing to me anymore. I can sincerely say that, hand on heart. I don't identify with any of it because it's not real right now. I'm here now in the present moment as an adult. The other stuff, if I choose to, oh, this happened, I'm literally toying with illusion because it's not here now. And I am here now. Okay, and the more we can come back to the present moment, the holy instant, then the more we're able to reconnect with, and I say reconnect because it's not about connecting with something we haven't ever before. It's actually very familiar, this process. We're able to connect with love, and we're able to recognize that giving love starts a process of love within ourselves being grown and gifted. Yeah, so I'm working in this line of work now where I support other people on their healing journeys. People like me. All people are people like me. All people are people like you. The Course teaches about forgiveness. It teaches us that our grievances that we hold are an attack on our true selves. So my grievances are attacking love and therefore attacking me. So grievances, what does it mean? Well, a grievance could be with another person. A grievance could be with yourself. You beating yourself up about something. Why did I do this? I should have done that, whatever it is that you need to forgive. Or a grievance can just be with the present moment. You know, we can hold a grievance with the present moment. Something should have been different. He shouldn't have said that. She shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. You know, when we start to lean into should haves and what ifs and everything that, if we look at a timeline, past, future, boom, and we're now, anything that's, what if this would have happened? What that should have happened. We might as well be asleep, our true self, because we're clocked in with something that's an impossibility. So it's about letting that go. It's about having the tight fist carrying the past with, but I can't because I've got too much trauma. You know, I used to say, no, but me with my pain. And then it's like, I forgive. It's a really beautiful process. I love what Louise Hay says. She's another beautiful author, spiritual teacher, I would say. And she says, forgiveness is not about condoning someone else's behavior. So forgiveness is not about condoning someone else's behavior or being overjoyed about someone's behavior. It's about choosing to come to the moment, present moment, and choose to leave it behind because we recognize that holding on to it is attacking ourselves. Okay? And we need to see that The world we perceive reflects what we think about ourselves. Okay, so that's when we start to let go of judgment of others also. The course has so many beautiful lessons, and I've learned so much so far. I think I'll probably do the course for the rest of my life. In fact, I know I will. I want to do a lesson a day for the rest of my life. Because I always want to be healing, and I always want to be supporting healing for other people. When you're ready, it'll come. That's what it's all about. When you're ready, it'll come. And, you know, you've watched this. Maybe it means you're ready. I don't know. If you watch it till the end, you're curious.